starting soon. Just doing some minor audio adjustments. And, yeah. I'll do some audio balancing real quick. One second. Okay. How's it sound? Music's still loud though, but the music should be mixed to better suit this, not the other way around. Cool. I'm just gonna put it low. I'm just gonna put it to be pretty low. Okay. A little unprepared today, but today is gonna be a more relaxed kind of session. Yeah, I think today's just gonna be one of those relaxed days. I'm not even sure I want to do lights, the bright lights today. We'll see. Okay. Yoink. Yoink. Let's fix this. I don't know why desktop never works properly the first time around. Let's bring Messy Mansion back into the fold here. Okay, and then let's fix the camera while we're at it too. That should be me now. Oh, it's super dark, isn't it? Yeah, a bit dark. That's some light. One second. That seems better. How does that look? Excuse me. That seems reasonable. Cool. My eyes look super tiny with my glasses on, dude. It's pretty goofy, actually. My prescriptions are really strong, so yeah, they're looking a little small. That's all right. Anyways, so today it's kind of a victory lap kind of day. I mean, we're gonna be doing some actual work. There is some tangible improvements you want to make onto our lighting pipeline. Where is it? There's Unity. So since I last streamed, there's been some sizable. I'm sorry, what? There we go. There's been some sizable improvements in this game. Sizable improvements. So we have much better normal map calculations for our character sprites. We have our cast shadows working much better, and we made the cast shadows to be per vertex. And that gives us some bandwidth to do some cool, interesting stuff, like having the light sources, any additional light sources like point lights and whatnot, to actually affect the shadows I have a video that demos that a bit better, but maybe I'll showcase that later. Ooh. What was that? That was strange. Anyways, yeah, we have that. Better fogs. Yeah, sometimes we're just chugging frames a little bit. That didn't happen yesterday. I might have to profile that to see what exactly is the cause. But yeah, better lighting in general. Our shadows actually load properly, so there's no big cost anymore. We can pre-compute shadows, and we pay that cost to one time, and we just load up the depth map, and everything works good. Everything works super nice. Yeah, geez, like what's going on here? Do I have my profiler here? Yeah, I do have my profiler. That's actually gonna be super. No, profiler, please. Yeah, that's gonna be very handy in trying to break down what exactly is going on here. Okay. Let's see if we can't trigger another performance hitch. Yeah, normally it's very performant. Like even our lighting updates like 2 milliseconds, which is not a big cost in the grand scheme of this game. Though there's some things I want to do to make it even better, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. Yeah, we're not chugging yet. Yeah, we get to see the light source here. How a point light is cutting into the shadows. Very cool. Like it has properties of dynamic lights, but all the shadows are computed pre-computed. Okay. Let's see there. There's some chugging. That's from Anton stuff. What's taking the cake here? Physics stuff, behavior update, player update. Oh, something in player update's taking a while. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Wonder what that might be. And another chunky one. Yeah, 2.91 milliseconds. All player update. That's like nothing to do with the lighting stuff we're doing. So that's something else we need to look into. That brings it down to what? 15 frames per second. Wow. In the worst of cases. Okay, let's just get rid of yeah, this is actually interesting because there's like a big physics calculation that's going on here. Processor ports. So I wonder what's going on there. But I think that's likely due to the Anton. It's just having a bunch of bullets all of a sudden be activated. Though we're not like allocating them. They're just being activated. So that should not be a real. I don't know. Shouldn't be that big of a cost from that. Yeah, they have more over there. And it's not triggering again. We can try again. Let's keep going back. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not getting that chugging anymore. Yeah, nothing. Oh, kind of screwed up there though. Somehow I'm still able to save it. That's crazy. Our wall grab is kind of broken. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of lets you do a lot of dumb stuff. Yeah, no chugging's happening now. That's not great. I'm trying to figure out what that little performance hitch was. I kind of got sidetracked trying to profile this. But yeah, a lot of improvements in our lighting system. It looks like so much better. Fog, the normal map calculation. For sprites, the support of both per vertex and per pixel lighting models. Dog, I think we went crazy, man. Unity ain't got nothing on us. Our light system is looking great. So now that we've got a lot of the big features we needed to have to kind of show that, hey, this is worth doing and this looks cool, and validate that this was a novel adventure. Now we have to start cleaning these things up because we were in this prototypey proof of concept mode, and now we need to make this a little bit cleaner, a little bit more nicer, and also there's some important functionality that's not quite there. So I think I mentioned before that we have this ability to have shadows and stuff, which is cool. It's pretty cool. We have our pre-computed shadows here. And if we want to, we can have a light source like the one we have right here. If it pops up. Let's go to light sources. Here we go. So I can grab this guy and it's gonna cut through all the shadows. And we have cool effects like this. And it works like a point light, which is really cool. However, we have one particularly bad thing. Now for our type of game, I don't think we're actually gonna be doing this very often, but if we wanna use this robust, if we wanna use this light system for other games, it's gonna be good to be robust about things. And that is the fact that if I were to disable this, even though it's technically not alive anymore, it's still being rendered here. Like, it's not like it's executing, and no, it's just, it stays stuck there. So we have to make it where light sources can be deleted and not rendered or factored into rendering. That's just immensely helpful. So that's point one. Point two, you may notice that the shadow or the fog it works great in game, but if you actually look in editor, it's a cool thing. It's a cool little effect. The fog moves around with the player, which is fine. That's our intention. Like, we want this to behave like that in game, but sometimes it makes it a pain when we're editing the level to constantly bump against this and have to disable fog and then re-enable it in play mode. It's kind of a little hassle. So that's another thing I want to do, is have a difference where we use the fog, either use in edit mode, use the edit mode camera for our fog calculations, or we instead use the depth mask or depth buffer to do our shadow or our fogs. Right now we're we're caching the transform matrix of a camera and then using that to determine how far things are. But in this scenario, we have like two different depth buffers between the scene one and here, and that would solve this issue. So I'm gonna see what we do. I'm gonna see how we solve this, so that we can have something more user-friendly to me, the user. So that's point numero dos. I'm sure there's a point numero tres. Oh yeah, numero tres. We are gonna do some minor cleanups and refactorings, because the way I implement stuff is kind of nasty. It's kind of gross. If you look over here, we have this whole array of structures thing going on. Now, mind you, it's not that many structures. It's like only 16 in practice at most. So it's not that big of a deal. But why even do that? Why just have it be nasty? Why not just do it the right? Why not do it the right way? So, yeah, that's the thing. That is the agenda for today. Yeah, that is the agenda. So, I'll get comfy. Yeah, I'm just gonna start cracking away at this, and honestly, before I even do that, I kind of want to do a little performance analysis. Though it's gonna be very negligible because of the amount of our limitations that we're setting for our light sources is super small. I think we're only allowing like 16 point lights, and that's just a restriction on my part, a hard restriction. But it's like I don't really need more than 16 point lights per level, so I can just do that. And then each shader is gonna it's gonna iterate through those instances, all the different light sources, and to do whatever they have to do to make lighting work. Which, you know, is can add up quickly. But I think it's worth performing, like doing a performance analysis and seeing what the actual cost looks like, because maybe it's not even that crazy. We can just set it to a larger value and see. But for this game, I'll still keep it very small. Point lights, sun, shadow, light, information, fog. So I found this interesting because I was Googling how to get the transform information for the camera view, and someone pointed me to this. There's a view, scene, current drawing, scene view, and then you can get access to the transform information from there. Pivview.pivot, your game object. What? Oh, they're updating the value. I just want to get the value from here and set it. So I'm gonna try this out. I want to see if it even has a view matrix, and we can do a thing where if you're in edit mode, we're gonna be using the edit mode view matrix, and if we are in play mode, we are gonna use the player assigned one, or camera.main. So where are we doing this actually? Glow matrix. Oh yeah, fog information. It's gonna be here. And then camera.main, yep. So we're gonna do a big if. Ooh, I can't just do if Unity editor, because even in play mode, you're technically in editor. So I wonder if there's like a if application is playing. I wonder if I could just do this. And then otherwise do what they described, which is also I can't see all the parameters, which would be why am I not getting the thing I want? I want this. There we go. So they did what? View, scene view. Let's check this out. So scene view dot current drawing scene dot camera transform dot local to world, or world. Here we go. World to local matrix. Perfect. So ideally, this should work in editor now. And it's not. Very sad. Why is this the case? Or maybe we can do a thing where... Oh, let me try to actually do using the directive. Let's see if this changes things at all. Nope. Nope. Oh wow, it's not even... The fog isn't even being disabled. I wonder why this is the case. Okay. Debug. Dude, I'm turning into a shrimp with my posture. The more let me move my camera around a little bit. Because I kind of prefer having this in the way. Yeah, it's in the way. Maybe I'll just leave it like this. Set global matrix. World to local matrix. Interesting. What about pivot? That's just the vector 3. The viewport. Yeah, this should be correct. Oh, there's a null reference exception happening here. So this is null. Why is this null? Interesting. So there's no camera for scene view. That's interesting. So this is always just working wrong. That is annoying. Incredibly annoying. You have to null check the view. Okay. So no errors, but it's not working. It's not doing what we desire it to do. The matrix is not being set. Like, is it ever? I'm going to assume it's not. But just to be on the safe, just to confirm it too. Yeah, never being called. Never being called. Yeah, it's not working, man. Current drawing scene of the camera. Get all scene cameras. Interesting. So there's changes to this API, but they are not documented. Well, that's no good. What? I can index into it, but
What is this object being returned back? It's not seen. It's not a view. It's an array list. I get that much. Yeah, we can index directly into it. We can assign stuff to it. Is this abstracted away? Scene view, scat, in class, Unity editor, scene view. Yeah, no, but this is not. Oh, I just want to get the underlying value, dude. Get all seed cameras, that might work. Let's say screw it. Get rid of the null check. Or doing a different methodology of getting the camera. Okay. Oh, it's working. Only want to interact with the environment, but hey, it's working. Yeah, I should probably just bite the bullet. Use a depth buffer for doing fog instead of relying on the transform matrix. I wanted to avoid adding a bunch of data to the V2F struct. But this is a quality of life thing that's just nice to have. Let's see if this even works in play mode. You might get overridden by yeah, it's being overwritten by the scene camera. Let's see if this allows me to override it with the player camera now. Yep. Seems to be the case. I don't know why the water feels so dark. Oh, I know why, because it's not using a per vertex, yeah. Yeah, it's all one humongous quad. So if I actually want this to look better, I need to select this material and then enable the I forgot light model. What does this do again? Yeah, this indicates you want to use per pixel, the per pixel lighting model, right? Oh, because I was making changes to this, wasn't I? Per pixel on uses this per pixel light. Yeah, I should change this. That does not make sense. Use per pixel. So now it's using, it should be using per pixel light, the per pixel lighting model. I'm glad the fog is working as intended at least. This makes things marginally easier without having to constantly turn on the fog on and off. This, I'm not sure why this is not working. Per pixel lighting. Yeah, I mean... Oh, does this load automatically? That's another question. No, I turned off... Yeah, cozy light settings. Oh no, this should be done in the sunlight. Does sunlight automatically load the Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff now. That makes life easy. Yeah, I think it should be because there's 2 calls to it, which I'm assuming one is coming from... No, it's not. Oh yeah, one from Awake. Yeah, perfect. Awake loads the texture and we just get straight to work. Interesting though. So let me make sure I'm doing this right. We have this return per pixel. Then we have... Yeah, over here we're doing... per pixel and per vertex. Okay, that's sick. I mean, it should be sick. It's not quite working as I would have wanted. I think I wanted to do further function. Yeah, I wanted to do further function decomposition. Where I wanted to have it be cozy light vertex. Yeah, where all of them just call this, and this instead handles. So instead of having to do all this here, we just call. And then we just pass everything that's needed here. No more needing to have to add these multi-compile, or it's not multi-compile, this shader feature stuff. Float 4. I could honestly make this even easier if I really wanted to. Because I can, instead of having to do this color in one, we can just overload it with... I can always make an overload. It takes in a float 3. And then calls the cozy light that converts the float 3 into a float 4, so that we don't even have to do... It just makes hooking up different shaders into our lighting system. It makes hooking other shaders into our lighting system much more easier. Less things to worry about, less things you have to remember. All you just need to know is call cozy light, cozy vertex, and cozy frag. Which I might even change the name to something else.
Okay. Color eye. It's either just gonna break everything or. Oh yeah, this isn't return. I should have done that. There we go. And look at, lo and behold, we have our fixed lighting here. Even better. Yeah, I wasn't sure why our lighting wasn't working, but I'm glad that little happy accident happened. So now our water should look, oh look at, yeah, exactly, more precise shadows are being cast there. Yeah, now we have nice, super nice water stuff. Now I still need to do the water vector field so we can have the illusion of currents. Uh-oh, we're in the sea. I almost kind of want to keep this as water. Add like a drowning thing so that you don't stay under there, but have it do that benefit where like, oh, you actually do get cleaned up here though. It just becomes a pain trying to get out. Look at our shadows. I'm just so happy with all the ways this looks. Okay, cool. So that's one thing off our agenda, or one thing done here. Any excuse me. I'm gonna close this. I don't care about that, honestly. What I do care about is I want to get see if there's any places where we start having chugging of performance. Quite a lot of vertices. 28,000 verts. Batch counts 258. Set pass calls count. And as far as this is concerned, players are where I'm gonna have to pay a lot of attention to. But as far as our little script is concerned, or is it cozy light update? This guy here, very little. Yeah, like 3 milliseconds. Yeah, like approximately. Usually it's around 3 milliseconds, it seems. 2 milliseconds, 4 milliseconds. Yeah, usually hovers around 3 average. Yeah, let me see if I can't just make that a little bit better. Marginally better. Sun lighting settings. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is first save what we have.
Okay, so now we have our fog working in editor and simple functions. So cool, all our progress is saved there. So now let's do the thing we talked about, where instead of having all this junk here, we're instead going to store this as like an array of positions, intensities, and colors. Which is going to be what? Vector, float, vector, float, vector. Yeah, that sounds good to me. So we already have one for point configs. I don't like that though. We're going to change this to be instead decomposition of it. We're gonna, if you want to use other terminology, we can, or more specific terminology, we're going from an array of structs and instead breaking it into a struct of arrays, where all the members of the struct, we're instead gonna have arrays for each member, and the entity is represented by the indice, the index. So we're gonna have float point intensities. Yep. Why are we mad? There we go. And then we're gonna have float 4. And we have to import. I don't think we have system mathematics, do we? We'll use vector 4 for right now. And I'll decide whether or not I want to include that. And this is going to be point colors. And then point positions. And then we're going to just get rid of this. And now we're instead going to do, take this struct and shove the values from the struct into their appropriate field. So we're going to do, for example, point intensities I equal to intensity, and then S instance colors be equal to and then position and this is a bit easier because the value is just from the transform itself. Though this is being passed in, so maybe we don't have to even do this here. And then all of a sudden, don't need to do any of this. Instead, easy. And then finally, update point light. You know what? We're gonna have this also include non-serialized position. It does have position. Oh my goodness, so we could have just done this from the jump right here. Wow, good to know.
And we're just gonna yoink these values. Easy. Cool. So now no more this dumb system link processing. Now it's just literally shoving the state in there. That's all that's needed. We're only ever dealing in arrays. Which makes life so much easier. Cool. Ba, ba, bum, 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 bum. Okay. I don't know why there's this little... I don't know what's going on here. There's a weird shadow that's just happening. I assumed it was coming from the stuff Lisa have up there, but there's like a bunch of little tiny shadows too. Okay, and I think that's enough. How is this looking? Yeah, 3 milliseconds. 1 millisecond. Hey! Hey! No, that's consistently like 1 millisecond. Okay, let's go to the worst performance. Yep. Sweet, so we went from like 3 to 4 milliseconds at worst to 1 or 2 milliseconds. 3 milliseconds at worst. That's fantastic. Ooh, never mind. Not 3 milliseconds, 0.03. Was it that fast before? Very marginal, but still. Why not have the little wins, right? Why not have the little wins? Besides, I doubt the CPU is going to be the biggest issue here. It's going to be mostly GPU stuff. Yeah, really small. Really small. Exactly how I want it to be. Okay, cool. So we got that done. That was something I wanted to have done. What's next? Having lights deregister themselves, and ultimately it really means having this this light config stuff working. Excuse me. So the first thing we want to start hooking into this is on deregister. We have the ability to register a point light. And we have the ability to unregister point lights. So we set the point living to true. We're already setting these values. So it's a matter of just the shader itself ignoring them. So within our vertex pass, are we even setting the living stuff? Where's point lights? Yeah, I don't think we're even setting our living table. float array. Oh, we never established the name for this. Yeah, and is there a thing such as a bool array? No, there's integer arrays and there's bool arrays. Okay. I think we'll just use integers. Have this be an int array instead. And then replace all the trues with 1 and falses with 0. And then why do I have a sneaking suspicion that this does not conform to our naming convention? I feel like that's gonna be the case. And yep, because all these are just capital. I should probably work on a naming convention. Is there an integer array? No, there's only float array. Oh, that's even more unfortunate. Though this should work at least directly with our changes. Unless they require to be... I could have sworn I set these... Oh. Point living. This should be right. Oh wait. Yeah, this should be right now. Cool, so now we have this with a proper naming convention, which I should probably make consistent with the rest of the code base, but whatever. Point living, point buffer. Yes, point living. Cool. And now it's gonna be super simple here. Super simple. And then we have to do this as well in our PPL fragment pass. I should really just extract this into a single function for point light addition. Uh-oh, someone's not happy. Why are we unhappy? Oh. Yeah, still unhappy, aren't we? I wonder why that's the case. What's the error saying? my index must be scalar. This is scalar. Oh, wait. I called this index. Okay, cool. Our issues are gone. And then now, I should be able to just... First of all, let's go to our here. Defrag. Cool, and then we should be able to move this guy down. And he's gonna illuminate stuff. Cool. And I should be able to hide it. Beautiful. 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 Now, out of curiosity, if I were to say, oh, perfect. Perfect. We have light sources behaving like light sources. That's cool. Okay. Journeying to the land of many light sources. Just playing around with point lights. Oh, falling off. Back here. Oh, I think I went too far up. Yep, way too far up. So cool. Cool. And push origin. I want to do much more. Like, I kind of want to just keep doing code cleanup stuff before I start working on actual actual design work, just to make this cleaner. I don't know, like, I enjoy making tidy code.
So this, I need to think about this. This point light calculation is like done in a couple places. It's done in two places really. Here and in the both vertex passes, or actually in the vertex pass and the fragment pass. It ultimately manipulates two variables. So how would we make this work for this per vertex lighting? We probably want to make it void, but then have it output luminance and light composite.
No, it's not my bedtime yet. It's not my bedtime yet. I'm a big boy.
Point light process. So we're gonna do in out luminance. In fact, this point starts with a luminance value of 1 and a light composite of. So we can actually just I think we just output values. Point color composite. And then, what are the values we started with here? There we go. Dot, 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 dot. And then we can rename this to be beautiful. And then now we can just do so you multiply the luminance, the total luminance, and then we do a summation for the color composites. We just keep adding onto it. I wish I could just have it return an anonymous value. Um, in fact, can I just light composite? Oh, and world position is actually a vector 3. Go figure. What if I just don't do this? Like, what if I just don't initialize it and instead we just raw multiply this value out? Oh, OBS reconnected. I'm not sure why we lost connection there for a second. But yeah, it seems like our point light. Well, wait a second. No, we haven't confirmed that it works. We just confirmed that the normal shadows are working. The sun shadow stuff. So they haven't been affected negatively by this. But that does not confirm that the point lights are working, which is what we did the biggest changes with. And it seems like point lights are working as intended. Beautiful. So I think we can just do this again with our fragment shader. So instead of doing all this junk, you can just do point light process. Okay, where is the world position coming from? There's world normal, but what about world position? Or world normal. And it works. It seems to be working identically. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, dude. Beautiful, beautiful code. I mean, it's only 2 instances of it. We may not even have to do the whole dry principle of don't repeat yourself, but whatever. I like having clean stuff. I like having code that feels clean. Sue me, man. And then this stuff is also very similar. This sun cast shadow stuff. Very, very similar. So that might be even needed, so we can just have these verb passages look super duper simple. That's the dream. Ultra simple vert pass, or just function calls in general. Suncast shadow. Suncast shadow. How does this look compared to the other one? Oh, they're slightly different because this one uses text 2D LOD and the other one just uses normal text 2Ds to sample. Yeah, so I can't just dry it out. Don't repeat yourself and just do that. That's whatever. That's good enough.
Debug PVR frag. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Though now that we have everything centralized here, it makes it simple. Like if I want to add a debug mode to this, I can just add it and make it a feature and just do that instead. That makes things way easier. So freaking cool, dude. So freaking cool. Oh, did we die? Oh, whoops. Didn't mean for that to happen. I don't know why the shadow's so intense here. Kind of crazy, actually. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Centralized point process. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay. So, what are some things you want to work on? What are some things to change, do differently to... I guess we could start actually doing level design. That would be kind of cool and crazy and wacky wild. I've been neglecting that for a while, but I think now we've afforded ourselves the tools and the luxury of doing that. Yeah, so let's think about this a little bit more. About this world we're building and what this entails. Excuse me. Pardon-moi. I don't know why this is bright. It shouldn't be. Whatever. At least most of the vertices are working as intended. So we're gonna do some terrain finagling. Meow, meow, meow. Have this brutalism just kind of get super. Make it be super duper prominent. It's kind of nice playing just with simple blocks. Because it's very quick just to build the idea you have in mind and wish to explore. So now I can just bring this out. I can yoink this whole staircase and bring you up and over. Yeah, about 90.
I'm surprised I haven't made all this. Oh, I did make this all one object, didn't I? Yeah. So I want to, I can just recycle that and... Oh, but I kind of want to have more elevations here. So it's gonna be like a zigzag pattern where you come from here, do stuff here, do stuff here, you come up here, and you climb up here. Now I'm starting to feel like more like a factory, man. I almost kind of want to hollow this out. But I kind of like how domineering this silhouette is. And I had these things just because I thought they were very impactful to have, like these huge things protruding through the sky and cutting through. Now I'm kind of double thinking about whether or not I actually want this or not. I kind of played this already. Like I have like an idea of what's gonna be going on here. Now I just need to validate if the player can even reach some of these areas. So I'm curious how the light's gonna play with this too. Lighting application. Yeah, and I think this is where we use the sunlight, not sunlight, this special light here.
there's like a different path here now. Because now it's like your goal is to get up here. Then once up here, your goal is almost just to fall down. And I think that's actually what we're gonna do. Like, you get up here just so you can jump down. I kind of want this to be enclosed. It's kind of fun making and designing levels with just simple primitives. There's something about this that just feels like a supervillain layer with how it's wedged into the way it's wedged into the environment. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Let me grab the player. Player. I can't even see the blue. There we go. And let's turn on the fog too while we're at it. Okay. We have this mega structure over here. And then yeah, we still have to figure out a way for you to get up here too. Oh. This isn't ground. Oh no, it should be ground. This should be ground. Okay, let's fix that. Yeah, all this should be ground. Okay, that should be good. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. So you try jumping up. With a double jump, I think you can get up there. If you want to learn about double jump, like there's a wall climbing, this is gonna be the way you do it. I'm not sure if we want to stick with that. Yeah, there's like no hope of reaching up there. I don't know what I was thinking. There's no way the player can jump that high to get into these places. Oh, lighting looks cool though. Really freaking cool lighting. Of course, there's just this whole mountainside that's just there. Yeah, I think this game is gonna be super bigger on longitudinal, on horizontal movement versus vertical movement. This is cool though, because you see the boss. From afar. Maybe I should add like glass so that you can see him, but you're not gonna break. You still have to jump down to be able to face him. And I should add the moving platforms here. I think that's gonna be the move. Yeah, the moving platforms here, and that's how you're gonna be able to navigate upwards. How's the sun reach? Oh, is that the sun, or is that just the light source? No, because then they'll be illuminating me red. So yeah, that's just like the sun somehow hitting us. Yeah, that I don't know about. Yeah, this is cool though. I love seeing these kind of big structures. I should probably implement like a light switch or a switch system. Or maybe have like areas where like, oh, we should probably implement areas of dirt where
a certain thing will only activate once all the dirt's cleaned up or something in a specific area. Oh, 1 second. Yeah. It's so cool looking at this though. I wonder if it's even worth having the fog, because the fog's cool, but I don't know. It's cool being able to see everything, but also removes mystique. Whereas if I have it enabled, you can't see everything, at least mostly everything. You can still see the dirt that's just cutting through the fog. I go try making the distance further, like super small. That seems kind of reasonable. This is so cool, dude. I don't know. There's something so cool about exploring this environment. There's something incredibly cool about having this world that you're just exploring. Maybe I should use Fmod for this project. I was trying to avoid it and just use our own simple thing just to keep it a very... But now I'm just kind of thinking that it's made better to do that. Oh, that staircase needed to update. And like, there's still one shader that I haven't gotten hooked into the we haven't hooked up into our system. Yeah, there's stuff to do here. There is stuff to be done here. Where is our... We're gonna do a platform that lifts up so they're exposed to the idea of, hey, there's places, things that move up and down, dude. Hey, pal, did you know things move? Point traveler. We're gonna empty here. Loop percent
RPG unit. Continuously track. Nope. Step distance. Redo percentage. Travel interval time. Let's say like 1 Mississippi. 1 Mississippi. Oh. Reverse. Yeah, that's what I needed. Honestly, the fog is cool, but this looks so much more vibrant. I almost like that we have Did this move? No, I just placed it weird. Yeah, honestly, I think we're gonna go lighter with the fog. I think we're just gonna do fog, enable it. That would be like 0.03. And make it more green. Have it be a darker fog, more subdued fog. Yeah, because like, the colors just feel so much more richer here like this. I don't know why this keeps getting reset. Yeah, that's like the last thing we need. And bring this. Ooh. Yoko, oh no. Oh, it's the same material instance. They do the same thing. Okay, we're just gonna remove this. Yeah, remove this. Okay. So lift up there. And then let me actually do something cool with them. Let's add the floor ground info. We're gonna make them metal. And I'm gonna change the texture at some point to make it metallic. What happens if the player... Let's test some stuff. Oh my goodness. Big glitches. That's funny. No. Hopefully that doesn't cause some weird speedrunning issues. I have to get the right angle. Gotta do that little trick. No, we can't jump across. That looks cool, man. I guess the fog looks cool in certain places, but there's something cool about overlooking and seeing all that. Oh, maybe you can have it where like the level gets clean, the fog gets cleared. That could be a cool idea. Feels very Silent Hilly though. Maybe just keep it subtler. I need to add some sound effects to this too, so you can hear like boom, 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 boom. Little stuff like that just makes it so much more cooler. I have to do something cool with this 05. Yeah. So we're gonna take the idea from the first level we had, or I guess technically this level, of having like rotating, like platforms that rotate in different places, but it's gonna be a little bit different because now it's actually elevating you towards a specific goal, a specific location, as opposed to before where it was just kind of, it was just kind of there. Like it delivered you to a place, but it wasn't. It was just kind of arbitrary. Whereas here we have this middle thing that you're trying to climb onto. So having these platforms kind of orient around that is kind of cool. Kind of cool. Where is this? Oh, you're over there. Yeah, no, you're not gonna be there anymore. You're gonna be up here. Like a blender. Let's see how this works. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be look bad. We can adjust it and tweak it as need be. They seem too fast though. This is so aggressive. I think what I'm going to do is have these guys be slow, but have short pauses. So it'll be like 600, but now it's like 3 seconds to get to where they're going to. This feels very incomplete to be just like 2 there. Yo, what happened to the lighting? Dude, did I just break the cast shadowing? Dude, I love how good this shadow stuff is. So freaking good, man. Yeah, I don't like these small increments these move in. I'd almost rather them just go up linearly and you just have to hop around to each corner. As opposed to this rotating position thing. What's the value? 0. Y position 0. That sounds good to me. And then X position. Z position. One, two, three, four. It's gonna end up behind there. That's not bad actually. They need to be offset. So if we're gonna do this, they need to be faster and also offset a bit too. So we're going back to like this, maybe 800. And then we have start delays on this. Did I ever implement start delays for this? I don't think I did actually. That's kind of crazy. Oh, made them all start in 1. Now start index is 0. But this guy's gonna start at 1. Middle guy starting index 1. Man, I love this miasma shader. It looks so good. Why this starts higher though is weird though, because that's not right. Like this guy. Makes no sense. Start index. Continuously track? No, we don't want to do that. Okay, there we go. But it doesn't go all the way down to where it's supposed to be. That's what's weird. It has the same end and start points as this other one. It's very strange. Like, start index doesn't behave the way you'd want it to. I have to look at this Point Traveler class. This class is kind of somewhat of a liability, honestly. It's convenient, yes, but there's weird quirks about it that I need to either fix or rewrite or whatever, or something. Index. Observable, timer. Okay, let's see if this fixes things a little bit. Makes things a bit easier. Or actually, let's see. I pressed start, didn't I? No, I need to wait until I need to wait. I need to actually add initial delays to this stuff. So they all weight the same amount. So initial delay like 4. We should also probably do like if. Yeah. Okay. And they're all just waiting now. Cool, that's like broken in a fun new way. That's really cool. Is waiting. That is so cool. No, not from seconds, milliseconds. Yeah, that's why we don't trust autocomplete. Oh, I'm dumb. Supposed to do this here too. Now there should be an offset. Now there should be an actual delay. Okay. Cool. Now they're all just stuck. Is waiting is true. Initial delay in milliseconds. I don't know what's the issue here. There we go. Cool. So now it behaves as intended. All starting from this one's gonna be 400. Oh wait. Yeah, I manipulated the wrong one. Initial delay should be 200 here, and then 400. Let's see how this works. Wow. That just got even more extreme. That's super cool, dude. Is it because it's time driven? Hey, alright, be right back, guys.